election. Wakavotera. Hey?
No, unosapota party ipi wewe?
Hey?
Unosapota party ipi? Uri party ripi wewe? Hey, uri party ipi? Choose, uri party ipi?
Vabirira but you know, tinowabata next time but vabirira team rabirira vabirira birira ere iwe 7 aita 10 tawina takashanda takasenza tawina so president kada vakati ichoka party so opundu no kapost imo mukati imomo tawina kuwina ere tawina takasenza takawarowa tawina. Yes, road to 2023 elections here on Prince Miller Entertainment TV. How are you guys doing? How are you? Subscribe to the channel, guys. Remember to follow us on all our social media platforms. Prince Miller Entertainment on Instagram, Prince Miller Entertainment on Facebook, Prince Miller Entertainment on our YouTube channel. We're also on Twitter. It's a P Miller ENT. How are you guys doing? GCSA, RCMA Streets. Welcome to Road to 2023 elections. Yes, exclusive to all our members, our exclusive members, our Prince Miller Entertainment TV family members, club members. You are the first guys to watch this video actually. Sorry, this video is exclusive to you, right? And to all our YouTube family. Yes, our YouTube family. Yes, I'm not going a day later, and I'm not going to this video a day later or 2 days later. But our exclusive club members video mmeona first but go upload a video mmeona later. So we are moving towards my elections, 2023 elections. We are in 2021. Next year 2022 we're gonna be here also on this channel, on this show, road to 2023 elections. We're going to be covering all the events happening in Zimbabwe, man. In terms of elections, we're going to be covering all political parties, not just ZANU-PF and MDC Alliance only, but every political party in a social media platform. Yeah, so all the political parties who are participating in the elections, we urge you guys to put your manifestos, your videos on social media, so that we here can listen to your campaigns, write down all your promises. Because most of you guys, we all know that you lie. Once most of you guys hapana kana chamunomboita, chokuti tingati MP vakatitira this, councillor vakatitira this, but zvisinei ngatitaure nyaya yatinayo today. And nyaya yatinayo today is a story about the United Nations Rapporteur Arikuya. In fact, he is in Zimbabwe right now. Today is the 18th of October 2021. And before I start, we cannot post this video now because we are suspended on our YouTube channel. We apologize for that. And this video is going to be uploaded on Friday or Saturday, the 23rd of October 2021. And so we apologize for that. And so she's coming at a time whereby the MDC Alliance was in Masvingo recently, and today, which is the 18th of October, Wanason Chamisa is in Mutare, is in Manicaland there, is doing his interface with the communities there in Mutare. So last week the man was in Masvingo. We talked about it here. We covered most of the events there happening, whereby ZANU-PF were demonstrating, blocking roads. They even throw some stones at Chamisa's car, a Toyota Fortuner, kwara maglass. And we heard that someone else started a GoFundMe account to help to repair Chamisa's car. And we saw Maria Gatoshoka Zokuma £6,000. Just imagine, So GoFundMe, it really works. It really works there. If you are doing something And if you are looking for money, if you're looking for funding, there are people out there who are willing to help the cause. And so she's coming at a time whereby we are having this whole political fight between the MDC Alliance and ZANU PF. So I didn't go much straight to him regarding to this, because pretty much the post I regarding to this lady. Her name is Alena Dohan. That's her name. And some people are saying that she's not even part of United Nations. She doesn't work for United Nations. So again, I'm asking myself, if she doesn't work for UN, why is she here? Why is she being said she's the UN careers rapporteur on sanctions? Why she's been called United Nations careers rapporteur on sanctions if she's not even part of UN? Nobody my questions nambo google pa social media kuda kuona kuti basa rake nderi anza nezvei mukadzi, because ari kunzi zvoni iye she's gonna meet the opposition parties, the civil society organizations. She's gonna meet a lot of people, regarding to the impact of Myanmar sanctions. It's one of those things that we've talked about here so many times. My sanctions, the effects of them. At the same time, there are some conditions that the government needs to implement so that my sanctions are visible. And my sanctions they've been there for at least 2 decades, since the early 2000s. So the government is saying that the reason why Zimbabwe is paid at the moment is because of nyaya sanctions. Nyaya sanctions ndo nyaya dzaaffecta zvikuitika muZimbabwe at the moment. So I didn't go on Hope's Facebook account. I do follow the man. You need to follow him too. And so he said that Zimbabwe should not expect much from the UN careers rapporteur on sanctions, Alena Dohan. Her office is not funded by the United Nations. All her previous reports have sided with despots and dictatorships, ignoring input from civil society. She is not bothered about history of corruption or repression. The Belarusian was invited by the regime and not by the United Nations. The regime needs a report for propaganda purposes and nothing else. So if what Hope is saying is true, so it means that this lady, she's from Belarus, and we all know that some of the so-called buses are over Belarus, and so the relationship between Zimbabwe and Belarus is strong. There's a strong relationship there. ED akamena Belarus some few months ago. It was last year, I think last year, yeah. And ndopakabuda dhirire mabhazi akunzi akabva kuBelarus, and but so this lady was invited by the government of Zimbabwe to come here and assess the impact of sanctions. And according to Hope, he's saying that this lady, she's here for propaganda purposes and nothing else. Which means kuti report yachaona and my findings achaita regarding to the sanctions impact. Those reports are going to be used as a propaganda to push the agenda of my sanctions with our visque. This is what Hope is saying. Though that report is going to be used as a propaganda report. Kuda kupusha nyaya ma sanctions with our visque. And so someone here wrote that this is a waste of time and energy for meeting this and that. ZANU-PF knows what to do. They mustn't blame no one on sanctions. And I'm not Zimbabwean, but only some but no, let me read it again. He said this is a waste of time and energy for meeting this, and that ZANU-PF knows what to do. They mustn't blame no one on sanctions. ZANU-PF knows what to do regarding to Myanmar sanctions, and they know what to do. There are some conditions that they put by sanctions that they need to follow. If they follow those conditions, and then my sanctions are not visqua, and it's one of those things that is simple. They need to just implement my reforms then one vari involved panyaya corruption, they need to be arrested. My security forces vakauraya vanhu aya they need to be prosecuted. I mean, there's so many things that the government needs to do so that my sanctions are visco. And so they mustn't blame, the Americans. They need to blame themselves. And so someone here wrote that sanctions should be removed. The Zimbabwe government must respect the rule of law, implement reforms, and respect human rights and dignity of persons. And my sanctions aren't visco as well, but the government must respect the rule of law, implement my reforms. Here, and I still think with my reforms is one of those topics that we're going to be talking a lot here as we lead towards my campaigns at 2022. Everybody is calling for the government to implement those reforms. And again, the biggest thing he said here is that the government of Zimbabwe needs to respect the human rights and yes, and dignity of persons. That's the most important things. I know, even since Mugabe era, the government panyaya yema-human rights apa inyaya yekuti yaitonetsa. We've seen mapurisa achirova vanhu, we've seen masoja achirova vanhu. I mean, these guys are supposed to be protecting the citizens. They're supposed to be serving us because they work for us. These guys are civil servants, but we've seen it over the years that these guys have been abusing people, they've been abducting people. If you heard, kuti although the government have said that hapana vanhu vari kuabductwa, but ndonyaya dzekuti dzinenge dzichinetsa pasocial media dzichitrenda a lot, because remember kuti once munhu aabductwa chete ozowanikwa munhu yakarohwa yakazvimba kumusoro akaita sei, ari kuparinyatwa, mapictures akutendera pasocial media, and vachiona izvi vanenge vatoti we are not going to be removing my sanctions because this government is keep on doing the same thing over and over again. And saka inyaya yekurespecta the rule of law. And so I can go on and on regarding to her to the lady, as people are saying on social media that this lady doesn't work for UN. She's actually maybe an independent contractor or whatsoever, or she's a lobby, just like those lobbies vari kuWashington vekuti vari kumira ikoko kuti vakwanise kunyase kupinzawo report yeZimbabwe kuti what Zimbabwe equable, can you remove my sanctions, or even they're trying by all means to make sure that the relationship between Zimbabwe, Harare and Washington yidzokere pangairi. So hope you also continued. He said Mnangagwa meeting with the UN Rapporteur Alena Dohan, who was invited by the Zimbabwe government to analyze the issue of sanctions. Alena Dubo is from Belarus, and her office is not funded through the UN. Her office was created through a resolution by Iran. She is not a member of the UN staff, or her previous supports have supported despotic regimes. So Hope was still insisting that this lady Alena Dohan, her office is not funded through the UN, and her office was created through a resolution by Iran. And which means that she's here for other agenda, not the situation yatainzwa chinzi zvoni. She's coming here to meet all the opposition parties and other civil organization or civil society organization. And so he continued with this last post. He said, as expected, the Sanctions Rapporteur'S appoint schedule is pegged with regime political elites. ZPF knows that sanctions will never be removed through this partisan process due to a mixture of incompetence and lack of global exposure. It reverts in a useless PR exercise. The Sanctions Rapporteur Alena Dohan has a history of making reports that ignore the reasons why sanctions were imposed, corruption and repression. Her recent reports were in favor of the dictatorships in Syria and Venezuela. She supposedly funds herself to do the work. Dohan made a statement against US sanctions on the Syria regime, saying that they inhibit rebuilding of Syria's civilian infrastructure destroyed by the war and may violate the human rights of the Syrian people. Her comments were welcomed by Syrian dictator Bashar Assad. The one was asked by 66 Venezuelan NGOs to consider the harmful impact of sanctions in the context of years of repression, corruption, and economic mismanagement that predate the sanctions, and request she meet independent press and civil society researchers. The one issued a report that the Venezuelan dictatorship praised. However, she was harshly criticized by the Venezuelan civil society, and several non-governmental organizations pronounced themselves on social media with the hashtag La Crisis Fio Primero, the crisis comes first. And there's a leaked schedule of appointments that she's gonna be meeting people who she's gonna be meeting actually in Zimbabwe for for her stay here. And we remember that she's here from 18 October which is today, Monday, until Thursday, which is the 11th. No, until Thursday, which is the 28th of October, 2021. And so here on this report, which is on your screen right now, and the report which is on your screen right now, yeah, first she arrived today at 8:45 on Monday. She met with the Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Trade, and ndo wasangana nawo na 9:30 ndo pa wasangana nawa President Emerson Mnangagwa. And then 11 o'clock today she met Minister of Justice, Legal and Parliamentary Affairs. And at 12 o'clock she met with Minister of Finance and Economic Development. So Mangwana, which is Tuesday, she's gonna meet the Governor of Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe, Speaker of Parliament, Chief Justice Luke Malaba, and she's gonna meet Minister of State for Provincial Affairs Harare. On Wednesday, she's gonna meet Chief Secretary to the President and Cabinet. She's gonna meet the Minister of Defense and War Veterans. She's gonna meet the Minister of Women Affairs, Gender and Community Development. She's gonna meet the Minister of Environment and Tourism and Hospitality Industry. On Thursday, she's gonna meet Minister of Mines, on Minister of Home Affairs, Minister of Youth, Minister of Information. On Friday, she's gonna meet Minister of Industry, Commerce, Local Government, Public Works and Housing, Minister of Energy and Power. On Saturday, she's gonna meet Minister of State and Provincial Affairs of Bulawayo. On Sunday again, she's gonna be in Bulawayo also, meeting the same Minister of State. On Monday, she's gonna meet with the Minister of Higher Education, Minister of Public Service, Labor, Zimbabwe Human Rights Commission. And on Tuesday, she's gonna meet Minister of State again. On Wednesday, of Mutare, Minister of State of Mutare. So on Tuesday, so her schedule is just the ministers. I was expected to see maybe meeting the MDC Alliance, MDC, maybe meeting lead Zimbabwe, Yawalinda Masarira. And I mean, they all have something to say regarding to sanctions, but she's only meeting the government ministers. Her schedule is just those ministers of all departments. To sanctions I would say on the ground. And so this is not what we were expecting, because takanzwa kuti ari kuuya takafunga takati maybe achasangana nema other groups vanoona nezvekurarama kwevanhu, other NGOs again here in Zimbabwe, but it seems like she's just meeting the government officials. And so we wait to hear her report, and we're gonna come back here again on the road to 2023 elections here on Prince Miller Entertainment TV. Sorry. So guys, subscribe to the channel. Remember to follow us here. Turn on the notification bell not to miss any of our new uploads. We upload each and every day. Thank you very much for listening and watching. This is our road to 2023 elections on Prince Miller Entertainment TV. Yes, I think this lady, she's here for a good cause. She's just here for propaganda, because according to people on social media, they are saying she's just here for propaganda. She's just here to be used by the government for the sanctions which are removed. I mean, do you think even if she comes with a report, which I think is going to be used at the United Nations next year in 2022 at the Geneva conference, do you think America and its allies will remove those sanctions here? It's one of those things, it's one of those situations my sanctions are asked until the government do the right thing, which is implementing those reforms here on your favorite show, which is Road to 2023 Elections, exclusive to all our viewers, our Prince Miller Entertainment TV family viewers, and you guys my kids ekuona this video first here, and to all our YouTube family members, not only 2 days later, 3 days later, and but snake mese mchangoiona video inoyo. So we apologize once again for not uploading this video on time, because suspend on YouTube until the 22nd of October. We're gonna be back, and so let's meet again here on Road to 2023 election. This is another episode, and we're gonna be back again here. So subscribe, like, share, and comment. Remember, guys, to follow us on all our social media platforms: Instagram, Facebook, and also on our Facebook group, which is Prince Miller Entertainment TV. This is a Road to 2023 elections. UN Rapporteur at the moment. She's going to be meeting all the government officials, but people on social media, they're not happy because they're saying that she is biased. She's going to give us a report, you don't go back to government yet, but apana time ya chambo sana other opposition parties or other NGOs wango walikuwa affected by sanctions. Guys, this is Prince Miller Entertainment TV, Road to 2023 elections. Thank you very much for listening and watching. Remember to subscribe to the channel, follow us on all our social media platforms: Instagram, Facebook, and also on our Facebook group. And this is exclusive to all our Miller Entertainment TV club members. Guys, if you want to join, just click on the join button, choose a package that suits you, and be part of us, be part of this family. And you have a chance, if the keys, to watch some of the videos like this here. These videos first here, because my keys this video first here before anyone else. And so this is a Road to 2023 elections here on Prince Miller Entertainment TV. Thank you very much for listening and watching. Let's meet again on another episode. Thank you very much for listening and watching. Bless up. Thank you. Election. Vote.
No, support a party. Hey, support a party. Uri party ripi. Hey, uri party. Choose uri party.
Wabirira, but to know about the next time. But wabirira. Team wabirira. Wabirira na. Wabirira. Birira leo. You 7 out of 10. Tawina. Tawina. Takashanga. Takasenza. Tawina. So president kadava kati ichoka party so open no ka post imo mukati mumu tawina kuwinere tawina takasenza takawarowa tawina.